I am Michael Rapaport. We're going to jump into this. I'm excited to be talking to the artist formerly known as Ron Artest.
Absolutely.
Metta World Peace.
We here. We are here.
So keep it real with me. I know you only know one way. How many people call you Metta? How many people call you Ron? What's the percentages in your life? For real. Like when you're in Queens, is people like Ron or people like Metta or people like, come on, man. Like what's the percentages?
It's weird. So in Queens, New York, Indiana, Pacers, Chicago Bulls, it's all Ron.
Okay.
I go back to Chicago and, fans are like, hey, what's up, Ron? They're not even thinking about Metta. In LA, it's a little bit of both.
Right.
But then all the little kids, they call me Metta because that's what they know me as.
Right.
Or the young kids that call me, World Peace, and because that's what they know me as.
What does your driver's license say?
Metta and then World Peace last name.
That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm calling you Metta World Peace, man. That's official because getting your name changed and then doing the driver's license, that's like a pain. That's a pain.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It took, the last thing I did was my AAA.
Okay.
Because you got to go to AAA. You can't do it over the phone.
Right, it's like a whole
so
thing.
That was the other last thing.
I might slip up and call you Ron, but it's just a habit, and I'm excited to be talking to you. Listen, I'm gonna pull out the broom.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's coming to an end tonight. Where's your head out on this series?
Man.
I mean, I could go so many places with you, but let me just jump into it.
Let's jump into it.
Did you ever expect that this team would be on the verge of getting swept?
Well, I'm a LeBron fan, so I was optimistic. I wanted them to win. Deep in my heart, I kind of knew the Warriors would beat them. The Warriors should have won last year, too.
I agree.
And it's hard for me to say that because, like I said, I'm a LeBron fan. So the Warriors should have won last year.
Do you think the Draymond Phantom penile kick was the reason why they didn't win? That was a turning point.
That was a turning point. If Draymond played, the Warriors win, 3-1, 4-1.
Yep.
4-1, absolutely.
And then LeBron doesn't have a championship in Cleveland.
LeBron will not have it. He would have gotten there, twice?
Yes.
3 times.
Yes.
But, it would have been the Warriors a three-peat. They're too good. They're 3 years ahead of every other team. They play the right way. It's not difficult to beat. You practice hard in the summertime and you play the right way.
And one of the things that I think is most impressive about that Warriors team is the unselfishness that they didn't need to learn. They just had it.
They had it, yeah.
So 4-0.
Right.
my new thing is this. Metta. No longer mention Michael Jordan without taking an hour-long grace period before you mention LeBron James. There's no more comparison. And if you're going to say Kobe Bean Bryant, you need to take a 30-minute grace period before you mention LeBron James. The comparisons, in my opinion, are stupid. You must get asked all the time. You played against these guys. What is your opinion on this whole LeBron, MJ, LeBron, Kobe? Where do they stand? If you're at the park, you're playing pickup.
Right.
Life's on the line. Okay, and you need to pick those. You're not playing. You're picking the team. So it's not like you're going to think of it in matchups terms.
Okay.
You're coaching the team. You got Kobe, you got LeBron, and you got MJ. You get the first pick. Who's your guy?
Kobe.
Over both of them.
Absolutely.
Why?
Come on.
Kobe's he's a killer. He has.
Michael Jordan's no friendly guy.
I love Jordan. Jordan is my favorite. One of my favorite players. B.J. Armstrong is my favorite player.
B.J. Armstrong is your favorite player?
That's amazing.
That's amazing. B.J. Armstrong.
I don't see any similarities between Ron Artest when you played and B.J. Armstrong. I don't see the influence of B.J. Armstrong, but let's stay on this.
Yeah, let's not talk about B.J. He's not. He shouldn't be a topic of Michael Jordan and Kobe.
And isn't B.J. Armstrong, doesn't he have something to do with like Derek? Isn't he Derrick Rose's agent?
I heard that years ago, but I don't know anymore.
Okay, because I really don't want to talk about B.J. Armstrong then. Go ahead.
But I feel like Kobe. I would pick Kobe. LeBron, very unique. But you got to give credit to the general managers and the ownership. So with Kobe, you got to give some credit to Dr. Buss, and with Jordan, you got to give some credit to Jerry Krause.
Right.
LeBron, everybody's saying he's the general manager right now.
He is.
So, but I feel like it's hard to compare. LeBron needs some new players. I'm sorry to say that. But he needs some new players.
On that team.
Yeah, he needs some endurance. He needs some people who's playing with confidence. I don't get why I don't see more guys going 0 for 10, 0 for 20. They're not giving themselves a shot. They're not shooting the ball. They're not being aggressive.
Why?
You know, they're only doing it some game. I don't know.
I think
Maybe
they're
it's the
neutered.
confidence.
I think like J.R. Smith, and particularly J.R. Smith, he's neutered. Like J.R. Smith is a volume shooter.
Right.
J.R. is going to shoot you in, shoot you out. Game 7, listen, LeBron's block is the iconic thing.
Of course.
But J.R. won them that game.
He was huge. He was huge, and I want to see more of that from JR.
What happened to him?
I think he was waiting to see if let the game settle in.
He doesn't know what to do no more.
I think he was waiting for the game to come instead of just going to get it. And and Iman too. I want to see Iman.
He's done. Listen, you know
I want
what?
to see him play better. He's not playing well right now.
He's not playing well, and I want to see him play better also. But I think that he's happier being a finalist, and this is a fact.
Right.
He's happy. No. You're off here. You think I'm going down one road? You're going to be like, he's happy being a finalist for the first ever most fashionable in the NBA than he is with anything else. He's one of the finalists. It's Iman Shumpert, Russell Westbrook, and Dwayne Wade. Okay, which I think is the official skinny jeanification of the NBA. The fact
this
that
is
an award that they are giving out on June 26th, along with the MVP, the defensive player, the rookie of the year, and the coach of the year.
They're
giving out.
It's too much. They're reaching.
Ron, did you ever think that would happen? You grew up watching 80s, 90s basketball.
Yeah.
Did you ever think there would be a most fashionable player in the NBA award that they're giving out?
Well, they're trying to figure out ways to keep the fans engaged, and instead of doing it with basketball, they have to throw these other things out there. The players love fashion. It's a different time now. I'm for it, but at the same time, I think they should maybe separate it. You shouldn't mention MVP with fashion, right? It should be about basketball.
I agree.
Passion. What about the most passionate player?
That's what I'm talking about. What about the most passionate player on June 26th? That's not happening.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Will you stick around with me?
Absolutely. I'm
here. I'm out of my tree right now. I got my broom. We're sweeping it up tonight.
Oh, boy.
Metta World Peace. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Rich Eisen Show, Michael Rapaport. I'm having a ball here.
That's so bad.
All right, we're back. The Rich Eisen Show. I am Michael Rapaport filling in for Rich. I'm here with Metta World Peace.
Yes, this is great. It looks like somebody's home. You got the man cave.
It's nice, right?
This is great.
I'm having a good time. They got couches all over the place. I don't even know what they use all the couches for. There's just two of us. We can have like a party for 250 people in here.
Yeah, this is awesome. Love it.
All right, listen. The MVP discussion of the regular season MVP, which is 2.5 months late. This year they're giving out the award June 26th. So from now on, there's no longer going to be the Kevin Durant heartfelt "Mom, you're the real MVP" or the Derrick Rose emotion, because it's 2.5 months after the fact, which I think defeats and deflates the moment. We play all season. I say we. We play all season, and then they go into the playoffs. Guys get eliminated, and then most likely, in my opinion, Russell Westbrook's going to win the MVP. He's been to Saint-Tropez. He's went shopping. He's bought new clothes. He's designed new clothes, and then 2.5 months later, they're giving out the award. Do you think that takes away from the momentum of the regular season MVP?
Well, it's definitely not the same, but I do see the benefit where you get all the guys in the same room. I don't know how it's going to work out. But I'm assuming everybody's going to be there together, and it's going to be like MTV Awards. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. The fashionable stuff I can do without that, but they got to entertain the people somehow. You want people to watch, so they got to figure it out. But Westbrook is the MVP.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely. Hall of Famer MVP.
He's ridiculous. I mean, all these guys. I mean, in LeBron, as much as I like to break his chops, he could legitimately be the MVP.
Yeah, absolutely. LeBron is great. I mean, you can give it to him every single year. You got to give it to somebody else. You can't continue to give it to LeBron.
Right.
Because over the years, Kobe should have gotten it, 3 or 4 times.
Right. It becomes a political thing, I believe. I mean, not that the guy who, it's like such a close sort of thing.
It is.
All right, I need to ask you, you played for Phil Jackson. You're from New York. You played 17th season in the NBA. You played for the Bulls, the Pacers, the Kings, the Rockets, the Lakers, the New York Knicks, back with the Lakers. I might be forgetting some places. You're from New York, so somewhere in your heart, at some point in your life, you had to be a Knicks fan.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You played for Phil Jackson. What the hell is he doing to the New York Knicks? I want you to keep it real, man.
I'll keep it real.
Come on, my man.
So right now, I'm a New York fan. It's like growing up with your mom, but then you move out.
Yes.
So New York is in my blood. It's the family, but I've been a Pacer and I've been a Laker.
Yeah. But the little boy in you, the fan.
Yeah.
wants to see the Knicks do well.
Orange and blue, right? Orange and blue.
You played for this guy. You won a championship with this guy. I need some explanations, Metta.
I think it's the team. I think they got Phil Jackson. That's the right piece. From the top down, I think it could work. Some of the pieces in there, but the system that he wants to run, it's just not going to work. You need movement, so I don't see him and Melo working out together.
Right.
Because you need guys like Klay Thompson and that type of system. Guys that don't really need the ball, guys that can, every now and then you might have a bad game in numbers, from a numbers standpoint.
Right.
And it might look bad stats-wise, but you win. So I think Melo is more of a, he might even fit better in San Antonio. He might even fit better in San Antonio.
But is he going to go? I mean, in real terms, based on everything. Listen, his personal life now is in shambles, right. And I'm not putting. I love Carmelo, right. And I don't make light of that because I know that's real stuff. But Phil Jackson berating him and trying to humiliate him on Twitter.
That's kind of sad. I saw some things.
It's crazy, man.
Phil, for years,
you're on Twitter. You see your man.
Well, for years, Phil was able to poke at people, players that he coached, and players that
poke
played
is
for
one
him.
thing.
And you know what? He probably went too far, but he's really good at getting guys kind of activated. He did it with me, and and not everybody's able to deal with it.
Try to inspire you.
Inspire, yeah.
Like question you, like, yo, you're supposed to be a tough guy.
Right.
You're supposed to be active. You're supposed to be a tough guy in the paint. Yep. Maybe you're softening up. You came to LA, that kind of thing.
And then pick on something that can really push your buttons.
What was one of the buttons? I feel like there was a button that he tried to. What was the button he pushed with you? Please tell me. Please share, because I want to push. I want to push his buttons. The next time I see Phil looking like he's falling asleep at the Garden, I want to go over to him and I want to push his button and wake him up.
There's a lot of people falling asleep at the Garden, actually.
Not anybody getting paid $50 million a year, but what would be the button he would get with you when you were younger?
He would call me cement shoes.
Why? Because you were just lazy?
Yeah, I used to hate that because I had these big sneakers. Because I had a contract with a company, but the shoes, they sucked.
Were they worse than the big baller brand sneakers?
The Zoe 2s look way better than the shoes I had.
Okay.
and he would call me cement shoes, and I would hate that. And it would get on my last nerve, and we would argue.
Is the triangle, though, an antiquated system with the change in three-point shooting and how much that's become?
It is. It's antiquated. I don't know what that means.
I think it's like it doesn't work. Like, is Phil Jackson just the best coach with the triangle?
The triangle is great. I would use it.
But does it work in today's NBA with the three-point shot?
Yeah, it'll work because with the triangle, what people don't understand, it's a lot of quick hitters. So you can score off the first option, but you gotta be in the right space. You gotta be in the right spot. You can totally use a triangle in today's game because the opposite side is always open. So if you put a shooter in the opposite side, you'll get quick hitters, and then the defense is gonna have to respect the offense. Then everything is gonna start to open up. But you need smart players who know how to move the ball. Mm-hmm. Your main player has to move. And Melo's not a really good mover because he was always fed the ball, ISO play, and everything went around him. The triangle goes around the team. And the Warriors run some of the triangle.
Right, it looks like that.
They run some of the triangle.
I think that the term the triangle and the sort of iconicness of the triangle has made it seem more complicated than it probably actually is.
Well, the problem is with all the analytics and with the evolution of the game, the triangle has to become like modern, right? It has to catch up, but you can still run a triangle.
All right, this is the Rich Eisen Show. I am Michael Rapaport filling in for Rich. I'm here with Metta World Peace. I don't even know where to go with you. I mean, there's so many places I could talk to you about. So many things I could talk to you about. Hip hop.
Absolutely.
You grew up in Queens.
Yep.
You grew up in Queensbridge.
Queensbridge. I grew one block away from Nas, diagonally. Then one block away from Marley Marl.
Uh-huh.
On the same block as Nature.
Shantae.
Shantae used to babysit me when I was a baby.
Roxanne Shantae.
Changed my diaper.
Yo, you're bugging me. You're bugging me. Yo, and Rex Chapman changed Steph Curry's diaper.
Oh, really?
Yo, he talked about that on this. So this is like a lot of diper changing today. Roxanne Shantae changed your diper?
Yeah.
Yo, you're bugging me out. I'm Shantae. He's Biz Markie. I'm gonna throw this at you.
That's like
That's dope.
Yeah.
top 5 MCs, let's say alive. Okay, no disrespect to Tupac and Biggie and all the ones who have passed.
Yeah, absolutely, we love them.
Top 5 MCs alive right now. You know, and it could change. It's a Friday. I know people get, you know, I asked Allen Iverson this question.
Get upset when you pick
when you leave them out. So we'll say top 5 today on a Friday here with Michael Rapaport hosting the Rich Eisen Show, so people could get they don't get in their feelings.
Okay, my favorite rapper is Cannabis.
Okay.
So I'm going number 1.
Is he from Queens?
Cannabis is from Jersey.
Okay. That's your favorite of all time. So your favorite rapper is Cannabis, who's dope.
Cannabis is amazing.
And your favorite basketball player is B.J. Armstrong. Nobody could pin down Metta World Peace. Like you're absolutely not what you expect. So you're 2 for 2 with that. So your number 1 is Cannabis. That's respect.
So people know if it wasn't for the politics and the music, Cannabis was the best artist at one point in time.
He shouldn't have messed around with Cool J.
He kind of messed up with Cool J. Cool J's a great artist.
You don't want to go with Cool, but when battle rapping, even this day, CSI, whatever he's on, CSI LA, you don't want Cool J to take the hat, put the hat back on.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best. He had a long career.
He's sick.
Yeah.
And he'll chop you with the words.
He's great.
Cannabis number 1.
Cannabis. Eminem,
okay.
Juice from Chicago.
Okay. Yo,
Juice is the only one to beat Eminem.
So far, we're not even in the city right now.
Yeah, Juice is the only one to beat Eminem in a rap battle.
Okay.
All right, then you got R.A. the Rugged Man.
Man,
come on now.
He's one of your favorites?
Come on now.
No disrespect to R.A. the Rugged Man.
is nice.
Okay.
A lot of people can't see R.A.
Okay.
And then I'll go with, I like...
It's a live show.
Daylight.
Who?
Daylight.
Oh, I don't even know who Daylight is.
Daylight is one of the best battle rappers in the...
So you're talking strictly battle.
It's hip-hop.
All right.
Hip-hop, he makes songs too.
No worries.
There's
I like
a lot of great, real artists out. I'm not saying nobody else is real. Drake is great.
I got you.
Lil Wayne is amazing.
Listen, you don't have to appease anybody and say Drake is great.
No, he's talented.
He's definitely dope.
He's talented.
He's dope. I mean, he's just different.
When he said that bar, you know, I ball, chemo, like he started that whole kind of trend where you just say a couple words, then you pause and you say one word. I mean, that was
he's
amazing.
Good. He's crazy with the words. He's kind of like Eminem because, in my opinion, like his verbal intercourse is
not bad. Not bad.
All right, this is the Rich Eisen Show. I'm here with Metta World Peace.
We switched it up, Rich.
Yeah, no, this is good.
The command center over here maybe had to Google 3 out of the 5 of those names.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't know.
But you know,
that's fine.
So we had Steven Jackson.
Oh yeah.
The Trillist. You guys had a little incident.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever heard about it. He was here on the show. Can we show it?
Yeah. So he was here on the show. We had him in studio about 2 weeks ago. He explained some of it. Why don't we catch a break here? We're a little bit up against it time wise. We'll catch a break. Can you stick around
Absolutely.
for one more? We're going to get into little Malice at the Palace, and also there might be something, some news coming out about that, and maybe a potential documentary.
Yeah. I'm excited.
In the works.
I'm excited.
So, let's come back.
Absolutely.
All right, this is the Rich Eisen Show, filling in. My name is Michael Rapaport, Metta World Peace. Stay with us. We'll be right back with Metta. We're talking the Malice in the Palace.
Roxanne Shante.
Ron Artest, babysitter.
Yep.
Roxanne Shante, who I think is a doctor now.
Yeah, she was a professor. She taught. She's great. You know, was a rapper. Then she turned professor. You know, I'm back at UCLA.
Are you really?
Yep, going for my master's.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Digital analytics. I'm excited.
Ron, can you pull your mic a little closer to the big one?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
All right, no worries. All right, so you had a little incident. You've moved past it. The Malice at the Palace, which I'm sure people people are still sort of infatuated by this sort of thing that happened where people just, something went wrong and everybody was there to see it. Steven Jackson, the Trillist, was on this show talking about it. I believe we have a clip we can cut to.
Yeah, a little bit of the behind the scenes of what you and him talked about at it. He was on just a few weeks ago. Here's what Steven had to say.
What happened with the Malice in the Palace when you went at it?
Ron Artest.
Ron Artest, right?
Okay, so the game was basically over. He comes from out of nowhere and take Ben out the air. Ben run up to Ron and push his head out to the parking lot. And as soon as he calmed down, a beer came and hit him dead in the face. He just lost it. I didn't think twice. Went in there, laid a couple guys out. But the funniest part about it was gonna make all y'all laugh. We get in the locker room. Ron sitting there calming down. His first question to me, do you think we gonna get in trouble?
Is that true story?
It's a true story, man. It was an unfortunate situation because, I was already Defensive Player of the Year before that, All-Star. I was averaging 18 before that. That next year I was averaging 25, so I was trying to get the MVP.
Wow.
I was on my way. I finished 6th in voting for MVP the year before that. So I was definitely a lot. This season coming up with the year of the brawl, and somebody decided to hit me. All right, so I went and I decided to hit them back, but then I got in trouble for hitting somebody who hit me first.
Right.
So, and then all of America was basically saying you're wrong for hitting somebody who hit you.
Thank God Twitter didn't exist when this happened.
And it was weird. It was weird to be blamed first. I took some of the part in it, but I didn't initiate the Malice in the Palace. It was a guy named John Green from Detroit who threw a bear on my face. That doesn't happen. I would never encourage anybody to let anybody throw something at you and don't do anything about it.
Have you seen that guy? You know his name. Have you seen him come across him since then?
Me and John, we were cool now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we speak, and we developed a little relationship over the years. That was a problem between a man and another man. Had nothing to do with TV or anything. It was a man that addressed this man in the wrong fashion, and I had to address that person. You don't throw anything or hit me ever, without, a reaction.
Did he apologize? I'm sure he did.
He apologized.
The whole thing was such a mess.
It was a mess. He apologized, but nobody's used to seeing, an athlete actually go at a fan.
Boston Bruins, shout out to the Boston Bruins, those lunatics in Boston. They went to the guard. Remember they went to Madison Square Garden with beating guys up with hard shoes. Yeah, no one talks about those animals.
Is there a documentary possibly coming out about this?
Yeah, so Jermaine O'Neal, he's leading the ship, and he is going to be putting together a documentary, and I would do it with him. I wouldn't do it with anybody else because they don't know the story.
Right.
Jermaine was there, and he's going to lead the ship. So as long as Jermaine is doing it and producing it, then I'm all in.
We got about 90 seconds. Okay. Your son, Ron Artest, the third, is friends with Shaquille O'Neal's son.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of
Manute Bol's son.
Kenyon Martin's son plays ball in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What's the relationship with your son and Shaq's son?
Yeah, they're cool. Ron goes to Shaq's house, Shaq's son's house. Sharif comes to our house. Ron is at his little brother's graduation. They just have a really cool relationship. Really, really good kids. I love them.
That's crazy. I mean, did you ever think that you and Shaq would be like, oh, what time is Sharif going to come home? I'll drive him. I mean, did you ever think that in your wildest?
I don't speak to Shaq, but I don't know how that relationship developed, but they're such good kids, very well mannered. My son is a good boy. Sharif is a good boy, and Manute Bol's son came over the other day, and he's going to be an all-star one day in the NBA.
Bol.
Bol's going to be a star.
He could play.
First pick, absolutely.
We could try to get him to go to St. John's, man. Chris Mullin's back at St. John's.
Yeah.
Bol should be in New York. Bol, if you're out there, listen, I don't care what these guys are telling you, these used car salesmen are telling you. St. John's, if you could do it in New York, forget Kentucky, forget Louisville, and these other snake oil salesmen.
Yeah.
Go with Mullin. Go do it in New York. Go do it in the Garden on the biggest stage in the world, Bol.
Come on, Bol.
Metta World Peace. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming down. You made this easy. You made this so much fun.
Yes.
I love talking. I could go for 2 more hours with you.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry that your team is getting swept tonight.
Man,
and
come on, LeBron.
The party's over. All right. Thank you, my man. We're out.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you liked some of that, get some more of that on the Rich Eisen Show app. Follow all the information you see right here on the Rich Eisen Show.